Okay, am I streaming? Така. Let me see. By the way, I still have problems with, I think, Kick, so today is going to be only YouTube, and instead of Twitch I will say Snapchat for some reason. What I'm seeing, the microphone is working, so this is good. And let me find it. Can I watch it from here? Yes, I can. Okay, so basically I can use also my tablet apparently as a second monitor or something like that, which I don't know it can happen. Okay, so if there's something I may use this instead of my phone. Okay. So the problem is that my tablet is purple, so I make every single app purple. So I will probably need to take a minute to find the app. This is, I think, the only bad thing about this. Hopefully I'm streaming. It says wife here and in here. I hope so. Because I also had some problems with the... sometimes OBS, I think, does not like the... something does not... I don't know. Either my computer or my stream, I don't know, but it shows that something is missing. It technical stuff. Anyway, where I can put this? I'm asking you like you're living in the house with me. If I put it on the floor, I'm gonna put it on my sister's bed. She's not here, so... And also no one is going to tell her that there is stuff on her bed, so... Let's imagine that I didn't say that. And finally go to the game. I need to resize the chat so I can see them, but also see the game, which... What I think OBS should do is if you had more than one, to unite them, like if I stream from more than one place, just unite the chats, or I don't know. Not me having to walk in 100 places to find this stuff. I'm just complaining all day apparently. Also, I have... I don't know why script. I have the cheats written down on a paper because my phone is charging, as I said. So I have to also kind of develop the... Why did I put a tree on top? Anyway, so I have to develop like a night vision or something like that in order to see them, but you know what also be interesting if they make like see in the dark paper, not paper, see in the dark pen, like these ones that where you put them all day in the sun and at night there is... I might put grass in here just to kind of blend it with these. We first go here. Okay, Hopefully every single one of them work and I don't need to rewrite them 100 times. Show hidden. Copy dot. Show live. Did the live I write it with F instead of V, so I was confused. That's why I stopped. Ignore gameplay. La emae nata. I think this is everything. But I misclick 107 different buttons in order to do that. Also, somewhere I saw on a TikTok that, let's say you have these and you can resize them with this one. You don't see it, but I never knew I can do that. Like, I know that I can resize them, but this is... I was words. This is what happened actually. I was words and I'm happy in the moment, so yeah. Also, in order to make sense, for what I understand, I am however going to delete these ones in here because they look strange and change them with these ones, which are basically the same thing but not exactly. So everywhere there is some... No idea why I take this one. I kinda like this type of grass thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hide whatever that is with the grass, making it looking like... not that. Making it look like it's part of this and it's growing from the ceiling. And I was going to put some in here. If I find... Actually, I think are these ones. Yeah, these ones. Okay. Come. We cannot do these ones. So I was thinking... So with our new power, can we just resize these? Then we have to resize every single one of them. And the good thing is that they're not much showing on this side. So this is a plus. Can we resize this one? I need to cover this thing in here in some way. Oh, So this is why they're showing like that. The more you know. I need something that can hide. Actually, this one is better because it's kinda blending with these ones, and it's also kind of hiding this. I don't know if I'm making sense with this stuff. So I'm curious if I... Okay. I guess I need more of this vine stuff to go all the way around maybe. And we'll connect to this, and maybe we can make some grow from here. Yeah, I think this make more sense. Can I actually also use this? Will be faster. If it's like that, it's kinda like this one is from where it grows. Same time it's very... It's something to cover it. Okay, I guess it should be... Because if it's in here, it looks good. We kinda continue on this side and growing... I may copy this later, but maybe I'll need this resized. I just discovered this too and I cannot stop using it. Okay, I guess I cannot use this one. But can I use this? Because it's going to have more of this whatever that color is. I think it's pink. Why am I forgetting colors? What is wrong with me? Okay. I think the only mistake I'm doing in these ones is that I'm choosing leaves that are very different in colors, which, like, for example, if I have this one and this one together, it's going to make more sense than if I had this one and this one together. But yeah. If I have it in here, then in here, it's still going like that. So can I use this one to cover this stuff? Is there any shorter version? I guess I have to put some in here to kinda hide it. How is in... Okay, I may use this one for all the way around, because from this angle at least it makes kinda sense. Maybe putting some in here to hide the wood or whatever is this. I don't know how it's looking from the bottom. If we cannot see it, then it's not a problem. Okay. So I may stop it up to here then, having some in the place where I think it needs. And I may need to cover this stuff in some way. Okay, there's something, because if I could just not do that, but in a way do that. There's something in here that it's confusing. Okay, so I need to cover this thing and this thing in some way. No idea how. Okay, if I do that, oh, this is why. Okay, so if I lower, if I lower this one, make it higher, then this one in here. I'm curious, if I just delete this too, can I change it to, let me see. Okay, if I do this, and let's say Marvel for some reason, I don't know why, and have sound dark, or maybe this. Okay, let's do it in this color, although it's Anyway, and let's have something. Because if we raise this up, it's kind of like this natural thing. Another thing is to continue this and put this with flowers and stuff. Like, let's do that for example. Can I have no idea what I'm choosing? There's several of them. Imagine putting another house on top or that. Second, we need this. I forgot what it was called. Maybe this one or this. I need to choose one of these. Can I resize these ones? Okay, so if I do, I want to put this one. Actually, I cannot because I cannot copy them. No idea what that is. If this came in another color, maybe. Like one here, one. Let me see. Maybe not. Which means technically these three should be in here. Maybe this plant. No idea what that is. But I think this one will be better than this one. Gonna also remove those. So if you want to make them rich, we can have this in the balcony. But they will not be that rich. If I resize this, maybe not. I just need to maybe over this. just enough so it's not that strange. I'm going to put this one in here for now. Okay, maybe this was the problem actually. So if I go down and a little bit to this direction, a little bit more down. Okay, need to work with this somehow. But let's go down and down. This is already kinda down, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have some of those in here. Well, I have I don't think that the most of my building today will be fixing the outside. Opa. Can I do it in here though? Like make it a little bit smaller? Maybe this... Okay, this one is too big. Okay, not this one. I need something like that. Okay, not that. Okay, this one is kind of like depressing, so maybe this one no. What is that? A cat. Another cat. Okay, I don't think we can put this. Like imagine a wall from a dog. I don't know if it's going to be creepy or not. I need this, but facing this direction and up to here. Something similar. What is that? No idea. Okay, if I resize it down, I don't think I can use this one. If I found it again. Okay, it's this one. So it did one here, one probably here, and one in here. I think if it's sticking a little, then we can have where to put the other one. Okay. Maybe one more, I think will be. Oh, I'm starting from there. Guys, it kind of makes sense. It's a little different color than the rest. But anyway, so I'm gonna stop to here with this one. So I was thinking putting forward, but at the same time I think it's kind of like, you know what? I'm genius. So if we have a platform going from here all the way up here. No idea why it's not working. Okay, let's have it up to here. Can I do it like that? So I can delete these ones. Okay, I don't know how to do it, but up to here. let's have these ones. Okay, let's continue internet from where it was. So I need from here. No idea why this one is like that. I'm gonna put these ones in here for now. Um, un unless we can remove them. If it's up to here. And let's say take this one all the way up. Take this one to here. Copy this one. Something like this. And with matching. Hope these are matching. I'm gonna move it here for now so I can remove the 4 and or not. Okay, so it's this one. Okay. Apparently I don't know anymore, so anyway. So we can provide these animals some... Can I put this one here? Okay, I guess it's going to be like that. So the thing is that it's like the parents are building like... There's something missing in here. Okay, fix it. It's kind of like they're building these to protect their animals, but... Like, if I build up to here, it's going to remove this stuff. So where are the stuff at the bottom? Okay, they're in here. Also, I need to remove this. I'm gonna put this one for here for now. Um, I think why they are like that. I however might put them in here. Then gonna try to hide them maybe with this stuff. Okay, what was the thing? Okay, no idea why my computer decided to give me a heart attack, but we're going to ignore that. Was is my microphone still on? It is. Okay. So the thing is that if I had, let's say, maybe this one like that. And hide this with some type of vines or whatever. You know what? I can push these ones in here because I don't think there's anything else in here. Okay. Okay, there was apparently a window. But can we have one in here and one in here? It's like you're doing no exercises and then you talk about life and stuff. And in order to hide this stuff, we can put some shelf maybe. I almost put this one. If there's something like no idea what that is, but I may. You know what? I can put it in here. Delete one of these. Put one in here. Or maybe delete this one as well. And have some shelves or sitting area in here. something like this. Actually, why not? You come here, you have your dancing classes with a place you can sit in. Then you can come here, have your own place with all of your stuff. And then over here is the laundry room. However, I can delete these ones, and because we have the new technique, I can just resize them. I don't think here should be the place where um you know should be the brightest with more lights, due to the fact that you kinda need light in order to do your laundry or whatever, because we have that. Okay, so I can just take this, raise it down, raise it up, and done. However, for this little area, no idea what to do. You know what? I'm gonna choose this one. This time, this one. In a way, I'm happy that I choose it because I can go up and put it all around. And I'm thinking about it. What I can do is continue it like this and find something that almost matches or fully matches this one. Okay, maybe this one in here. No idea why it's turning this shade, no shade, this way. Can I copy those? Anyway, apparently I have to find them again, which I didn't want to, but if I have to. Okay, if I go up, nope, because it's overlapping with this, and we don't want that. You know what? I may leave this one with the green stuff and move this at the bottom. I think it will be better and less time consuming. Is that a cabbage? Anyway, the only thing I want to leave is this over here. Maybe I am going to put this tree in here. It's kind of like a family tree, something like that. So let's have. I think this one is a ghost one, to be honest. Okay. I almost closed the game, but anyway. The only thing is, can I take this and push it up to here? Because we are kinda done with this. I'm not going to focus much on it because I want to be done with this house. Okay, let's see. So kinda done with this. Like, this one is not so much important, so whatever happens, it happens. Except maybe this. This will need to be in here. So we are done with this room. Okay, let's see. We're done with this room with too many lamps. Yeah, we're done with these two rooms. We're done with this, with the restroom. Let me see. We're done with the children's room and the parents' room, and I'm gonna leave this more open because why not? So we don't downstairs. We have our living room. Why am I clicking stuff? We have dining room, kitchen. The only thing I don't like is the bowl is at this shape. But I think this was the best thing I could do with this situation, so yeah. Where I'm putting this thing? Anyway, okay, we are done. The outside is 50-50. No, I'm gonna leave this one. However, I may put it more near the house for the reason that it's too close to the stairs. And the stairs I may leave the same thing, except what I'm gonna do is that. Yeah. Is it because of the... I think this will be better like that. Okay. So I think we're kind of almost ready. I think the only thing left is the basement. Yeah. The only thing left is the basement's, let's say, wallpaper. Let me use this one. Okay. So what I want to do here is have this one with this to match, and maybe this one as well. And I need more like... maybe this one will be this. It's gonna be in the same... I must say door for some reason. And this one with some type of... maybe with this one. I'm not sure what is the difference between this one and this one. But same time I like this one better. Yeah, if I have to choose, let me see. I can is this if this one comes with... yeah, I think... you know what? I am going to click here and do only dark brown. I like this one because there's too much details. It's kinda like these basement things with the... whatever that is. It's also matching, or I can do it with a darker version. So it's still matching, but at the same time it's... yeah. And... okay, what we can do is have this stuff in here. Have this one at the end. A piano at the corner. If only I could stack them. You know what? Maybe like that. Couldn't I just do that and they'll automatically... stuck. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that and feel this thing would make more sense. My question is, can I put wine in here? What I am going to... Okay, no idea why did this one did not. Okay, what I can do here is move this one like that, and replace these ones with maybe maybe one of these. Or maybe I can have it in here where they can come here and sip wine. Okay. Okay, what else they come in? So I think this can be the end. Okay, so we have something like this. I don't know what kind of chair should we have in here. I'm gonna have these ones. Because it's red, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have a second kitchen in here. I'm not sure if I can do that. Okay, let's delete this. And let's have our double sink in here. The dishwasher. I wanna remove actually this one, by the way. I wanna have this, and these ones will be in here. Like, you wash them and you put them here to dry. I will say dry. I can have a mini fridge in here. Is it a mini fridge? Yes. For a second I began to question myself. Those... I need shelves. I think something like this will be helpful, or not helpful, better. With something in here. This one here. It's kind of like matching with this for the wine. However, because my genius brain decided to do that. I need to cover these things. Okay, I can, however, if I continue it, I can put a painting maybe. I don't know what to put in here. Like for this one, I can have the whole wine process in here, like one of them. Not that. This one, no. Over here, I may have this thing for chocolate and one for no idea what that is. This one in here. This will be the restrooms. And you know what, I am going to put maybe 3 more. One you can have some shelf too. Wait a second. So what I'm gonna do, save that, have this side with this, have one of these in here, but maybe I'm gonna make it smaller, maybe not. And one in here. and I can have something like that. So we have the working station. I'm gonna have this one in here. We're gonna have our music area. I was thinking to put some bookshelves here, or better thing is no idea what I'm doing this. I could just write table. I need this but the longer version. I get distracted. So I can have some of the small, in what color? This will match the table, the chairs. So I need this but longer, and I wanna have this one here just in case. I'm gonna write formula. Need to do show all. As a or I need like more comfortable chairs, because my guess is like this is a place where they come when they like when it's raining outside and stuff like that. I'm gonna have this one as an option B. Like imagine having this in the basement. So the hamburger. Okay, why I cannot find it? No, I am going to have every single one of these in here. Because why not? They have place where they can make this. Whatever that is. Something with wood. Maybe they can have two of these for the people who work here. Maybe also they hide here the place where they have the cold drinks and stuff. Okay, this one is looking like a way to create fire, as well as this one. What is that even? No idea what that is. Because don't want them to go here, maybe they have a plant or two in here. They have these two, a wine in here that they just take out of the, I must say take out of the bridge. This plant, I think it should be higher. Yep. This one, no. Maybe this one. One of the daughters made this when she was younger. And because they're obsessed with plants, maybe this one is the son's project or something like that. I almost click something, and by almost I mean I clicked something. Okay, is it, shouldn't, okay, if I go here, I'm blind. Officially I'm blind. It was all along in here. I don't have it in this cover. Maybe two of them. Because they're fitting a lot of people. Okay. I don't know what that is. Maybe they have a collection of all of this stuff. Okay, I have one untouchable area. Not untouchable, something that should be in here. And I'm geniuses. So I think the son was obsessed with animals. So why don't he have an animal friend in here? Where all of the workers come here and took care of it. However, I think I choose already this cover, so I guess there's second friend. And they talk to each other. And if I could put a basket underneath to be for the food for these two. I can put stuff in here. Wait a second, I can resize it. So maybe it's in here. For the... I was scared for a second. Why is there a feather of that animal? No idea what that is, but it's going to be in here. If I could only move. Someone put it in here and they forgot that it's there, so now it's there forever. You could only put a spider web in here to show this, but anyway. So let me change. I was thinking maybe something that like more oat. I think this is oat enough. Maybe this is the one for the whole year. And you know what? I am going to have this. Wait, how many of these chairs can I have? So if I do that, yeah, first of all, thank you. I forgot to say the word thank you. And second, can you add me because I have difficulties with adding people on Discord. No idea why. I don't know why. I cannot use Discord normally. Maybe that's why. Sometimes I'm questioning myself how can I survive with the internet where I cannot know how to use internet. So why is so not organized in here? It's kind of like these cafeteria things. You know what? To make it more friendly, I'm going to put some flowers. Every table would have different flower depending. Okay, no, this one. This one, no. Yeah, why not? I think this one will be better like that. So let's see. So we have this thing where can I may put some. No idea why this one is not sticking. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that like that. We have our flowers in here. Go in this direction. I go to um go decorations. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in here is go in this like that. If I continue it like that, it's kind of like it's growing from here, but at the same time it's hiding this stuff and it's making sense. And maybe it's kind of like growing up. This sounded wrong. Not growing up, growing up, but yeah. So we have this direction. Then we can have it. We can go again to the. We'll choose this one this time. Okay. Just need to connect somehow to make it make sense. Because I can make it, for example, to stop up to here. And yeah. I think the more flowers I begin to add, the more worse she's going to get, so we don't want that. Oh, okay. This began to be of a problem, so can I put it on this side? No. I need more like more with volume. Wait a second. So if I continue it like that, it's kind of like matching these ones. And the only thing need is to make it from here to here. I don't think I can add these ones. Can I resize this? Okay, I cannot have a solution why these two are like from here. It does not look to is not it is not looking good, but when you go closer, it kind of makes sense in a way. The only thing I need is to use this half circle one. Okay. I'm going to leave it here because the more I add, the more bad it's going to look like. So yeah, if only I could add more to it. Okay. Looking at all the way around, it's kind of like it's not making sense, but at the same time it does. I think this is the best we can do for this one. So okay. Before we end, let's go to making the people or creating our themes, which are already created. The only thing we need to do is add them. Can you be no any slower? I think it does not want to have more themes in here. But yeah. That's what we're gonna see which house we're gonna start next. Because I think we're already almost done we're almost done with what's called neighborhood world. I don't know. Is it okay? Anyway, while it's loading, um, let's think about it. Because I don't like I've been so many times on this build that I kind of begin to forget which ones I need to do next. So maybe we can start on the next one once it loads. I don't know why it wants like maybe I can turn off the internet on my tablet. Maybe this will be helping it. Yeah, turn it off. I don't know why it sounded like that. I turn it off. Why it's not working? There was a shortcut once that helps to restart the game, but same time I don't want to. I gonna save it. So anyway, why does it say that I stream on Kick? Anyway, it's becoming strange. I'm gonna change to this for a second to cause it. The game is not causing again. Like I think. Okay. Apparently my computer had enough with this, so the stream is ending for now. Yeah, the game is like I hate when this happen. Like I was just in the like ready to fix everything and then the game decides to not work. The only game that didn't betray me that is Minecraft. So maybe next time I'll be streaming Minecraft. Not sure. I wanted to stream Minecraft, but to be honest, I wanted to know the new stuff to be done and show up, like the new update. But maybe I wanna stream Minecraft. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's rate someone before my stream decide to stop also. Same category. This person looks like has I think it's has a good time streaming, so I maybe rate this person. It shows up. Yeah, it kinda looks interesting. Okay, so before it ends, before it ends and I click something again, I'm gonna say bye, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Hopefully, I stream next Friday unless something happens because soon we begin school. Which I just end school and I have to begin again. Anyway, so I hope you also enjoy the next person. Seems interesting. And there's something else to say, but I forgot. Yeah, I think this is the basic. And also, I hope I see you again next time. I don't know how to end streams. I stream so long and I still don't know how. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, I'm gonna rate the person now before it disappears. Bye.